Hi guys, I'll be going over the Kraft Heinz merger. So M&A over the last 20 years has been very volatile. Some of the largest deals ever occurred about 20 years ago, between 1998 and 2001. During this time, there was a lot of horizontal and vertical integration amongst companies in similar industries, kind of were taking advantage of the dot-com bubble and the internet, and they wanted to go through it all together. But since then, since the failure of the AOL Time Warner deal, there's been a lot more caution when seeking out mergers and acquisitions. But as you could tell, the value of these deals in total has increased, and the number has also increased, but we haven't seen any of those large deals, like $165 billion. The last 10 years has seen quite a little boost in mergers and acquisitions due to technology. The Great Recession kind of kicked it off. There was a lot of mergers and acquisitions amongst competitors in order to survive. New technologies enhance the ease of communication between companies that want to merge together. Transaction sizes have shifted downward. They're becoming more middle market deal value, and a lot of the M&A deals have occurred in pharmaceuticals, technology, telecommunications, energy industry, consumer companies. And recently, weaker sales growth has led to a recent boom in M&A. So why M&A? Four main reasons: strategic goals, synergies, diversification, reaction. Companies want to reinvent themselves, and they seek the best way to do it is through mergers and acquisitions. Synergies, same thing. They want to become more cost efficient. They want to kind of enhance their supply chain, and they can do this through M&A. Diversification, Amazon, great example. They purchased Whole Foods, and now they're in the whole grocery market. And reactionary, this is big throughout the whole snack industry. Hershey's purchased Amplify Brands, the parent company of Skinny Pops, and they are now in a healthier food industry to deal with the healthier consumer trend. So Kraft Foods was a well-known name before the merger. I'm sure all of you guys have heard of it. They had 12 brands doing over $1 billion in sales. But in 2012, the Kraft Foods name split up between Grocery Foods, which was Kraft Foods, and Global Snack Business, which they renamed to Mondelez International. So I'm also sure you've heard of them. But a key thing with Kraft is that 98% of their sales came in the U.S., and they thought this was a great way they could merge with a different company and expand their sales. Heinz Company, another well-known company. They were purchased by Berkshire Hathaway and 3G Capital back in 2013, and right away, Warren Buffett said, let's merge with Kraft and expand them into international and increase our cost savings. But also, as you could tell with the Heinz financial statement, their sales kind of become stagnant. They haven't really seen an increase, so they thought, let's merge with them and let's get back on the roll. So the merger occurred in 2015. Kraft shareholders received 49% share in the new company and were paid a $16.50 dividend once the deal was finalized. This made the third largest food and beverage company overnight. A driver of the deal was to expand Kraft sales to international markets, and from the Heinz side would allow them to decrease their cost through higher economies of scale in the North American market. So was it a good move? Yes. Third largest food and beverage company in the world. Expenses are declining due to these increased economies of scale. The entire brand has 13 companies valued over $500 million. There's been better than expected stock growth, and despite a change in consumer trends towards healthier food products, the company is retaining heavy profits. So before the merger, Kraft had very poor sustainability rankings. They were very low in community, philanthropy, diversity, labor rights, environment, and ethics, as you can tell from this whole visual right here. Heinz was the opposite. Heinz had some of the best CSR rankings in the entire food and beverage industry. They were above average in every single category, and they excelled in places that Kraft lacked. So this was another way that they can merge together and together become one of the best sustainable companies. So sustainability after the merger, as expected, Heinz merging with Kraft, who wasn't as good as them in the sustainability side, they kind of experienced a little hit. They don't have the best ESG score, but as a now combined company, they have decided, all right, where should we focus? So this whole visual here shows the key factors that are important to stakeholders and important to Kraft Heinz. So food safety quality is number one. Water use, conservation, waste, sustainable. kind of the stuff that we expected, but they are really trying to get themselves back to where they were before the merger. And now governmental, I just want to cover Heinz. The whole Kraft Heinz brand has been experiencing some backlash because they have very weak reporting and very weak transparency. Though I believe the word ethics is only mentioned in their CSR report once, so they got a little bit of backlash for that. But they're trying to work on it. They're trying to improve business ethics and compliance. The materiality map, I highlighted the section that Kraft Heinz falls under, which is food retailers and distributors. So it kind of ties into what I just mentioned, but they're really trying to focus. They really need to mention material issues with emissions, energy management, waste and hazardous materials management, then social capital. People become more aware of what they're putting in their body, so they become aware of this, become aware of customer welfare, product quality, and safety. And then the business model, they gotta become better with their supply chain. They gotta eliminate waste and just become more efficient. Thank you.